Welcome back, everybody, and welcome to another episode for BattleTech as we continue on our career. So, after some successful missions,
Top-notch work, if I may say so.
temporary improvements. So, we'd like to move some. Okay, so we'd like to get some elements online. Well, I mean, we've only got one option we can have, so we might as well rope the pilots in, and we get an additional tech point, which will help us with any repairs we've got. So that'll help us with the rebuild of the Vulcan. So we probably want to look at doing some ship upgrades. We are positive with the monies at the moment. So the question will be is what do we want to upgrade first? So the pod for more mech warriors. I mean, I don't have enough mechs for the mech warriors that I've got at the moment. Well, I technically do, but I don't have enough good ones. I think what we do is we just start off with the power. We get that repaired, and then we can then look to move on to additional mech bays, additional mech repair, give us tech points, reduce that repair time, especially while we've only got a single lance on the go. Ooh, we do have a 1.5-star mission for supply lines. Pay's not bad. Salvage isn't great though. So I think if we're going to get anything half decent on salvage, if there is anything, we'll have to go for one tick less money, which about 100,000 credits less, give or take. I mean, we've definitely got the mechs available for it. We'll definitely go for the money though, and this will be the first time out that because we don't have the Vulcan in this one, we're needing to do some repairs on the Vulcan, do some refits. This is going to be the first time out we get to use the Firestarter with the coil weapon included. Now, that coil weapon is the one that we get more damage with it the further we move, the more evasion pips we have. So, in theory, the Firestarter should be a good one to use it on. We'll see how we handle the heat, because we are in a frosty biome, so heat should be better than normal. Or heat management should be better than normal. So if we have heat problems in this biome, we're absolutely going to have heat problems elsewhere.
Reporting enemy contact.
So we have got straight up to an enemy contact. Don't think we can see him yet, so we don't know what enemy contact that is just yet. But we will just have to move our lance up. We're not going to be able to attack this round anyway. So we might as well move up and then let him take a move towards us. Again, looking at that coil M, we do increase damage the further we go. So its base damage is the same as a medium laser, but in theory that should go up the further we move. So we definitely can't see that mech, so we don't know what we're fighting. We will be able to tell how heavy it is. So where it goes in the initiative order. It is not a light mech. It's not hugely heavy, it's a medium. Okay, so here's a blackjack. It's a laser blackjack. Interesting. So instead of the AC2s and the 2 additional medium lasers, it's just got 2 large lasers and a medium. I mean, the Spider should be okay at that range, because again, the large lasers will have a damage, a minimum range. It's probably not
I've got a sensor lock.
I've sense logged him, but it's probably not the smartest of moves, because it's probably going to go
Roger that.
before both my Vindicator and my Blackjack go. I don't have line of sight at the moment, so I'm not going to be able to use the coil. We do have another mech coming in. What's... Ooh. That mech's got LRMs on it.
You need me to hold
That's
still for you?
done some indirect fire.
Confirmed.
Not going to be able to narrow it down, because there are quite a lot of mechs that use LRMs. We know it's not a light mech though, so it's got to be in the medium class. Could be something like a Centurion. They have LRMs on them, but again, there's no point speculating that. My Vindicator has LRMs on it, so it could be that. We've got 2 coming down this road now, both with LRMs. My Spider is not in the best positions now, because that Blackjack hasn't moved yet, and my Spider now has minimal evasion pips. Let's see if I can get the Blackjack into a position that we can watch them coming down that road. I mean, if anything, that laser Blackjack is a better looking Blackjack than mine. Definitely a better looking one.
Waiting for the right play.
Right, so let's reserve, see what they're doing. So we've got an assassin. And we're doing damage to the Spider.
I can hit harder than that.
So it does have some LRMs on it. It looks like a hodgepodge of different weapons. That's probably the default loadout for the assassin. In fact, all the AI mechs should have default loadouts, because I'm not running any mods or anything. The assassin would be nice to get hold of, but I've only got 1 guaranteed piece of loot. So it's probably not... I say this now, it's probably not a huge deal trying to knock down the assassin and get all of the parts for it, but I'm probably going to try it anyway, because... greedy.
Roger that, Commander.
So we'll jump the Spider, we'll try and get maximum evasion pips, and we'll try and make sure that you can only be shot at by 2. Although that's probably not the smart... They should be alright, because that negates most of their weaponry. It should only really get hit by the SRMs. So that's a Shadowhawk and an Assassin. I think both of them have LRMs on them. So we'll sensor lock the Blackjack. We'll try and get that down. So this is where we start to see what the Firestarter can do. But we are going to melee with him. Structure exposed though. And hopefully... although we are in a cold biome, so the heat's probably not going to be that bad.
Confirmed.
So we could get the Blackjack into a bit of a sniping position, so we can take either the Shadowhawk or the Assassin down. We don't have great shots for the medium lasers though. But the AC2 should hit, and I do have enough morale for a cold shot if I wanted it. I don't think I don't think it's worth it at this point. Let's just take out some of the... I mean... Could have been worse. We need to bring up the Vindicator to support the Spider, because the Spider is going to get targeted a lot. So we can at least put him in a range, so it's another thing to target whilst laying down some fire and helping the fire starter out.
Commander.
Question is, do I continue just to melee him? Yes, might as well. We've got his rear, and he hasn't moved yet.
What are your orders, Skipper?
Now, I probably do want to do something with this Spider, because he's not in the best of positions at the moment. Now, I've got everyone in sight, so I'm not going to lose anybody. So we might be able to just add some damage to the Blackjack, especially to the rear. Right, we got one of his torso and arms off.
Ah, you like that?
Thankfully, the Blackjack's going for the heavier mechs, and they're leaving the smaller ones alone, which is nice. I appreciate that. Although I've got these guys in a bit of a position that they have to be on this hill in order to be able to shoot them, which means I'm not going to be able to get a huge amount of evasion pips for them on their turn. We'll make it work. Okay, you're unsteady again. What's the assassin going for? The assassin's going for the Vindicator.
Warning. Armor low.
Did a chunk of damage, which is unfortunate. I think I'm stuck jumping at the moment, but if I do that, I'm gonna have to find the right spot to be able to hit stuff. I'm not gonna have line of sight on the Blackjack. I could hit the Shadow Hawk or the Assassin. I am unfortunately having to spread my fire around, which isn't ideal. It isn't necessarily how I want to do it. But I'm just not being given the shots that I would need in order to not spread it around. Well, that's not ideal.
I'm catching some
One melee hit, immediately my structure's exposed. So we need this Blackjack down. And we need this Blackjack down sooner rather than later. One melee in the back should do it. Or a shot to a medium laser, providing I hit it. Should core it. Right, Blackjack's down. We can now focus on the Assassin and the Shadow Hawk. Hopefully we can stop splitting our fire 3 ways and start, you know, splitting it 2 at max. So ideally the way I like to do this is I like to sort of, if I'm going to split my fire, I want to put 2 fire teams on them. But ideally you want to try and focus things down. So it does look like we're going to get used to the coil here. So let's see what the coil can do. Ooh, that's going to be 100 damage. Should it hit? Ooh. I like that. Be nice to get another one of those. Ooh. Okay, my Vindicator is...
Warning.
My
Damage
Vindicator is taking a big hit. So there is a downside with the coil, by the way. The coil does a lot of damage based on movement. However, if it is damaged, it explodes. Now, thankfully, I've got it on a fire starter, and I don't really care that much about a fire starter. So if it does get damaged and it explodes and takes the fire starter with it, fine. The problem is I do care about the mech warrior inside it, because those are not easy to replace, especially with the training and the skills. Now, I'm being a bit greedy and trying for cool shots with the leg on the assassin.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
I need to stop doing that right now, because my blackjack's now been knocked over and his leg's destroyed.
Oh, crap.
So his mobility's going to be hampered for the rest of the mission. And he's injured, so he's going to be...
Regained footing.
Icefisher's going to be in medical for a little bit after this. I need to try and protect that left leg as much as possible. We're also not going to be able to do an alpha strike, because we are way too hot for that.
I got you.
Okay, he is now armless.
Critical hit.
He is armless. He's probably not harmless, but he's armless. Because all of his missiles will be in the center portions. The question is, what are we gonna do with the Firestar? We want to get maximum use out of that coil, but we also don't want to necessarily put them in a bad position. I mean, that's 75 damage, so it looks like it goes up 25 per evasion. It's 75 damage per evasion pip. We've only got 3 evasion pips there.
Roger that.
With damage, jump jets, and heat sinks, that shadow must be almost dead.
Confirm.
'Cause that was a big hit.
Acknowledge.
We're definitely going to have some repairs to do after this as well. Because both the Blackjack and the Vindicator have taken structure damage.
Engage target. Reporting.
He's still up though. Although he's probably going to have to get range to missile me. Oh, his AC2 is still online. Or his AC5, I think it is still online. So I really need to move the Vindicator, get the evasion pips up, because again, we've already taken some structure damage. We don't want to keep taking structure damage. Although I am going to keep cool shotting on the leg, because I am anything if not stubborn and greedy.
Confirm.
You would have thought that I'd have learnt the fact that I've got one mech that's got a very damaged leg and can't move very well. One mech that's got structure damage and 2 light mechs. You would have thought that I'd have learnt my lesson. And just gone, nope, let's get everyone out of here without taking injuries. But no. I do not learn. If I do that, that is gonna put my left leg out on show. And I do not want my left leg out on show.
I got you.
That gives us a little bit better position, and it means my AC2s are in a much better spot. We can turn off the medium lasers so that we don't take any heat damage.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Injured the pilot again, but it's still standing. Looks like the assassin's going after my Vindicator again. Taking on more structure damage. I need to be careful with him.
Skipper.
Could just go and punch him, but it is a spider, so it's probably not going to do a huge amount of damage to him. But or do any damage at all. Swing and a miss, good sir. Swing and a miss. Well, you're not there to do melee normally. You're there just to scout. Straws being clutched. I mean, this is probably going to be hugely overkill for the coil. But it does get it destroyed. So Shadowhawk is down.
Mech destroyed. My flamer is empty.
So we do just have an assassin to deal with. And he's going after the spider, and the spider now needs repairs as well. Oh no. I thought this was going to be a nice little... Oh, and Brass is injured as well. That's two... We might need to go higher. We might need to go hire a mech warrior after this, because we have got 2 injuries. Which means if I want to do another mission, I ain't going to be able to do it.
Engaging target.
Okay, so we've got the left leg down. We've taken the right down, so that's going to be 2 injuries on him.
Critical damage detected.
This isn't helping my greediness, is it? This is not helping my greediness because he's now got 2 injuries.
Orders.
If I can take his leg out, other leg out, or injure him.
I got you. Damn it. My mech is limping.
Does mean I can come out a little bit of cover with the blackjack though. Although his centre's very hurt.
Target down.
Never mind, we caught it anyway.
Mission
And again, we're only getting 1 piece of loot from this guaranteed. That is a heavy lot of damage, heavy lot of repairs. So we've got 1 piece of assassin, 1 piece of blackjack, 1 piece of Shadowhawk. Nothing else that's exciting. I think we gotta go for the assassin really, just have a piece of assassin. Genuinely don't actually think we would have made money out of that, because we got paid, what, 300,000 for that? We've probably got that in repairs. Probably. We are going to have to hire somebody. We are going to have to do some serious repairs before we can do anything else. We do have the additional tech point from the event, which again is positive. I mean, thankfully the blackjack just lost a leg, so we don't have to replace any weaponry. So we should just have to replace... Yeah, we just have to replace 2 jump jets and restore the leg. So that's 66,000 credits for the repairs on you. Oh, did we lose a heatsink as well? No, the blackjack only has 1 heatsink installed. So we've got 66.5 repairs on you. So we're gonna need to put in a heatsink back into the Vindicator. Thankfully, that's a cheap one.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
So let's just call that, say, 80k. And that's just a repair. So that's not too... Okay, maybe we did make some money out of that then. But we do have 2 people in the infirmary for a chunk of days. And I only have 6 mech warriors, I think. And the fact is I've lost Brass, which is my sensor lock mech warrior. So positive, we do have some mech warriors in there that can do sensor lock. He's on probably the more expensive side. But he does have sure footing and sensor lock, but we've just got a regular... Got a regular guy with just sensor lock below. He's nice, but he'd be good. My reputation is not good enough to have somebody with that caliber on me. Let's go for the nice low level one. We don't need him to be high level because we don't need him to outshine the people we've got. So we could do bulwark. I don't think I want bulwark on ray gun though. We definitely want his gunnery skills high. But what we might want to do... we might want the ability where we can shoot then move. Which I think is under piloting. Yeah, ace pilot. We can move after shooting. So I think we're probably going to want to go down the piloting route rather than the bulwark route. But the bulwark route would give us more health. Thankfully, I don't have to decide now, because piloting is my lowest skill, and I would have to get that up a lot higher, providing I survive, or providing Raygun survives. Breaching shot would also be nice, because... especially with split shot, if you fire one weapon at each, should do an increased damage for them. So we're going to keep Rover going down the melee route, because again, the whole attack then move should be good for them.
What can I do for you? Orders?
Tank is our fresh recruit. And we've already got Ice Fisher with the Gunnery Guts line. So I think I want to put Raygun down the Gunnery Pilot line, or maybe even the Gunnery Tactics line.
Mech warrior training complete.
Yep.
Brass is going to be all tactics for now. We definitely want him all tactics, although we probably do want him to be a little bit more healthy. Bulwark might be good for a scout guy. Let's try it, because we've now got two sensor locking guys, so we can try some things. So I think that's the training finished. We've got mechs under construction. So let's have a look at what we got next. We do have this flashpoint, which is a 2.5 star. I might be able to get away with it. I'm feeling confident, so let's head over there. I don't know if I'm right to be feeling confident, but there's only one way to find out. What's the worst that happens? We get a load of mechs destroyed. We have to spend a load of money. Actually, no. The worst that happens is we lose a mech warrior or two. But there's only one way to find out about these things. Let's just head towards it. We should have most of our mechs repaired by the time we get there. We've got the Argo power systems up. We do have roughly 2.5 million credits, so we could do... We could do some more upgrades. So we've got the training module, which would be nice. Some of these automations would be nice because that adds 2 tech points, which should reduce the time I've got repairs going. Given that we've got limited mechs at the moment, Mech Bay 2 again also nice because that'll give me another 6 slots and tech points. I can worry about the lounge later because that's just giving me morale. So we've got refit harnesses or automation that's going to give me tech points. So it's going to be a what's better for the money. I don't think I've got enough mechs even in storage to worry about going for the expanded mech bay yet. Decision to make. I think we definitely want tech points because we definitely want an increase in mech repair and refit speed. We definitely want that. But it will be a which one do we go for? The training module is fairly cheap and we can do that fairly quickly, so I'm not worried about that. The mech bay is expensive, but it will give us additional mech bay plus tech points. So yeah, the training module is cheap. And mech warriors gain experience per day, providing they have a less than 10,000 total experience, which pretty much the majority of my mech warriors should. But we're going to go... So that's 2 mech points for that. We're going to go automation, I think. We'll get that on the go. It's not going to be ready yet, but we will have it ready probably after the next... Well, we'll probably have it ready for after the flashpoint. We do have some travel, and we are going to have... we should get there before the financial report. Question is there any other contracts in here that we could do in the meantime, or is it just going to be straight due to... How brave am I feeling? There's a 2-star one there. 2-star is the lowest that it's got. This... Okay. I'm getting a little less confident. This is a... This is a system with not many easy missions. I do need to do the harder missions in order to get myself better mechs. Question is though, am I going to be... am I just trying to force this too much? I think we'll give the flashpoint a go. Let's see what it's like. Worst case scenario, we fail it. We have to do a little bit of rebuilding on things. So 2.5. We get some rewards. It's a short one. So let's see how we go. So we're going to be working for House Diner to escort convoy. Okay. Convoy escort doesn't sound too difficult. However, we are going towards The convoy is going towards a mech station that is creating a new type of mech. So it's likely to be attacked. I mean, a convoy escort doesn't seem too bad. My big concern at the moment is if this is a multi-stage mission, I may not necessarily have enough mechs to actually... I'm going to need to try and, if it is a multi-stage, I'm going to need to try and keep my mechs healthy. Because I don't really have replacement mechs. Well... we've got a decision to make. So we can either drop during Sentry Point Alpha's patrol window or choose to drop after Sentry Point Alpha has left the field. I think it's probably worth us trying to catch the Sentry off guard and try and get rid of them. I mean, it's a good chunk of change. Oh, that's a big drop in money, but this is a 2.5-star mission, and we should get a good chunk of loot. Now, the problem is, I probably want to wait until
Go over financials whenever you are.
I've got one of my mech warriors in a wee bit of a... I probably want my better mech warriors. We'll go generous again. Still got 1.5 mil. I don't need to worry about wages and the monthly stuff yet. We are only ever going to be able to get to 1.5 half stars on our tonnage anyway, which is going to flag up as being a difficult mission. I do have Brass recovered. We're going to give Brass the 5-star rather than the Spider, but that's not going to up my tonnage much. But it will give me a bit of extra firepower with the coil. I may have made a mistake. This may be biting off a bit more than I could chew, but there's only one way we're going to find this out, and that's to do it. Okay, so that's where we've got to go. That's where we've got to go pick up the convoy. Now, we were getting Patrol Team Alpha. So the question is, where are they?
Confirmed.
So we do know that we've got an enemy lance around. They shouldn't be coming from that way, because that doesn't look like it's a... Although the path does move that way. So the question is, are they going to be this side of the facility, or are they going to be on the other side? Or are they going to drop in? Find out next time on... No, I'm not doing that to you. So I think we'll just scout out, head towards the... Head towards the facility.
Ready to rock.
We do move faster on the roads, but I think we'll just cut this corner.
I'm there.
No harm in it.
What are your orders, Skipper?
I'm not seeing any enemies, which does concern me.
On the move.
And I don't want to necessarily jump into... I don't want to kick this off without knowing where people are.
I got you.
So we've got my speedy boy out south, out left and right. I'm not seeing anybody though. So they might only trigger when we actually get into the into the target area, because I am definitely not scouting anybody.
Commander.
So let's put you in.
Moving out.
Let's put you in the zone.
10-4. Hostile.
There we go. Ah, they are defending. They're defending the exit point. Clever. There is full lance. Pretty sure I saw 4 of them.
Yes, Commander.
Now the question is, these have to be mechs on a 2.5-star mission. These have to be mechs.
Roger that, Commander.
And if there's only 3 of them, there has to be something fairly heavy. So we've got Jenna. Jenna would be nice to use as a scout, because I think they're a little bit heavier than the Spider, but they also have decent movement. Still can't see the other 2 though. And that fire starter is a little bit on its own. I may have made a mistake with that. But we can LRM. We're not going to do a huge amount of damage to him.
Skipper.
I mean, Ice Fish is not going to be able to do anything from there, so we might as well just sprint him up as far as he can go.
Copy that, Commander.
I need to get in front of these vehicles I'm supposed to be protecting.
Orders.
So we're jumping in with the Vulcan, but no, we're sprinting in with the Vulcan, sorry. But the Vulcan's not going to be able to do anything until we get them into melee range. These tanks should have some weapons on them, so they shouldn't be defenseless. I just need to make sure they don't get stepped on. And that's going to be easier said than done. Right, what are they doing? So that's the Jenna moving.
Yup.
I could melee the Jenna, but I don't think it's worth it. I would like to see what those other 2 mechs are, so we'll move ourselves up. We've got the coil. So what have we got? That's a commando. That's not too worrying. Where's the other one? I can't see the other one. Where's he gone?
I got you.
Okay, that's a good hit on the Jenna. I think they've got 2 Jennas, commando. They've got something else, but I don't know what it is.
Getting banged up real good here.
I'm gonna assume the commando's a laser. He's got lasers. Ooh, we can get him range to melee the Jenna.
Roger that.
Let's see what this Vulcan can do. No, it's been refit.
Ugh.
Ooh, okay. That was good. Now for the slow boys. We're gonna have to move them up. We're gonna have to keep moving them up. We've got 2 Jennas and a commando. There is something else. I am not going to be able to fire with these things just yet unless I can. Ooh, okay. I can see the Jenna on the. He has the high ground, but I don't think that's going to matter. Oh, and he's been knocked down. High ground does not matter.
Confirmed. You got it.
And I think the Blackjack can get an auto-called shot on him.
I'm on him.
So he's got 2 injuries on him.
Reporting. Critical hit.
So 1 more injury and he's out. Okay, and the vehicles are going to join in the party. At the moment, I'm not seeing... Okay, pilot's incapacitated, he's been caught. And at the moment, I'm not seeing anything that is concerning me. Which, those words will probably come back and bite me in the ass. But we've only got 2 light mechs against us. Now, unless they start fully focus firing at the convoy. There we go.
Confirmed.
I hope the other one doesn't appear because I need to start getting some damage on these boys. Commando, where's he going? He's having a pop at my Blackjack.
My old mama can hit harder than that.
He's having a pop at my Blackjack, so the Vulcan... We're in a bit of a target-rich environment for the Vulcan. However, if I attack the Jenna, my back is going to be with the Commando, but the Commando has already gone. So hopefully the Blackjack and the Vindicator can deal with the Commando before it decides to attack my Vulcan in the rear. We do have shots on the Commando, so that is positive.
Ready to rock.
Although, I mean, killing the Jenna's
Affirmative, Commander.
probably again a positive step as well, but let's see if we can take the Commando out. At least get him.
Firing.
Those were not good shots. I said how much of a fan of the blackjack I am not. Have you moved? No, you are gonna. No, you've moved out range for either of them. I just hope there isn't another one there. Okay, you are gonna shoot the commander in the back. That's good. If there is another enemy mech there, I am boned because all of my mechs are firing on this hill. You're gonna fire at the Jenner. I would have rather you fired at the commando. But that's fine, you're putting some damage down. You are doing something. Ooh, yeah, right, ooh, both arms destroyed. And the right torso. Well, this is going to slow me down if the Vindicator's got to deal with the Jenner now.
Damage minimal.
Yep.
Now, I probably really do need to scout out ahead here. If I can stay on that ridge line, it'd be nice, but am I going to be able to see everything? And get enough evasion pips? Or do I leave that for the Vulcan? No, I think we're going to have to scout. I can't leave that zone completely unscouted. It looks like we're okay. So we could sense lock the gen and make it a little bit easier to deal with. Because again, as long as one of my mechs has line of sight or visibility on them, all of my mechs can see them. Commando, because he's got no arms left, is just resorting to kicking me in the shins.
Yes, Commander. Affirmative.
Hopefully the Vulcan can then deal with the Commando here. Very nice. That's the Commando dealt with.
Mech destroyed.
Confirmed.
Then Blackjack, we can jump you up the hill and shoot at the Jenner. You're not going to give... He's still got a lot of evasion, so it's not going to give me a huge amount of... it might be worth just attacking with the Vindicator. Oh, okay, delayed reaction.
Enemy mech.
We didn't kill him though.
Detected.
And the Vindicator is still on the wrong side of the hill.
Yup. Acknowledged, Commander.
So we're gonna have to try and finish this with the Blackjack. Hopefully we do finish it.
Accuracy through volume of 5.
Okay, so that's pilot's second injury, but he's still up. I didn't deal with the Jenner. I don't think they're gonna get to the zone this round though. So I should still have a little bit of time to deal with that before I need to group up. Because again, there's got to be more enemies than this, because for a 2.5-star mission this seems surprisingly easy. I definitely expect something more to be going on here. Although if it is this easy, I will take it. Don't get me wrong, I'll take it every day of the week. Okay, so the Jenner's coming up for the blackjack. Gonna scratch his paint. We're gonna reserve with Brown.
Skipper.
So we're gonna have to move the blackjack down. I think we've got to leave the Jenner for the Vulcan, because at least the Vulcan can get. The Vulcan's got speed on its side,
Orders.
so the Vulcan can still get down that hill relatively quickly.
Physical attack.
Okay, right leg destroyed. That should be that Jenner completely down. Because that should be the third pilot injury.
My flamer is empty.
Okay, so that's all current mechs off the board. Enemy contact, here we go. Okay, what have they just dropped?
Good work,
Another 3 mechs.
Stay positioned until the package is underway.
The question is, what have we got? Best case scenario is another 3 light mechs. Worst case scenario, they've got something a bit more heavy and a bit more spicy. We do have all of the convoy into the extraction zone. We now need to hold that. Okay, so we've got a Locust. Positive so far.
Orders.
So we can bring Brass up. It's not a bad chance to hit on that Locust that's just moved either. And 2 trebuchets. They're LOM trebuchets as well. I mean, good for me, because that's... I would like a LRM trebuchet, I'm not gonna lie. But that is providing that this mission goes well and I actually get out with some loot. Okay, we didn't hit very well on that, but the Locust is a Locust at the end of the day, so we were always bound to do some damage to him. Now the question is, can I get my other boys in position to be able to fire? Yes, on the Locust.
I'm rolling.
We could just take the Locust out. I don't really want to sit far away with those LRMs though. And this could be problematic with stability damage as well.
Go.
That
That hit something good.
that could have been better though. Could have been better, Ice Fisher. Trebuchets haven't shot yet. Why haven't they shot yet? Do I just clear out the Locust? Probably. At least it gets one of them off the board.
Engaging target.
Okay, so it's 4v2 now. And if I can get in close,
Destroyed.
if I can get the Vulcan in close, that should
Commander.
negate a lot of their
Good
a
to
lot of
go.
their firepower. So we're gonna sprint you up. You shouldn't actually be able to hit me because of the amount of evasion pips I've got.
Objective secured.
Alright, we've secured the objective. That is effectively the mission done. I could leave to the evac zone. I'm not going to leave to the evac zone, am I? No. There's trebuchet mech parts on the table. I do like having trebuchet mech parts on the table.
Yep.
I don't even need to be clean with these, and I should get a good chunk of them. With the fire starter keeping moving, I can get him into close. Hang on, are they on unstable ground? They might be.
Locking on with all weapon systems.
They have got bulwark though, so they are... They're going to be 4 injury people. That's a lot of missiles. That hurt.
Losing lots of armor.
That wasn't what I wanted.
Awaiting orders.
That wasn't what I wanted at all. So both flamers are out of ammo.
Orders.
Both flamers are out of ammo and I can't get you in range for melee.
Affirmative.
So let's move the blackjack. Let's at least get some shots on. Cold shot on the leg, and we want the AC rounds going because that does stability damage. Although I really want to replace the blackjack as soon as I can. The Vindicator is probably the one that's in the worst position at the moment because it is the slowest. And it is farthest away, and it has to be far away for its weaponry.
Receiving you. On my way.
Bring Rover up. We're not going to be able to do anything with Rover just yet.
Locking on.
This has to be this is going to be a multi-stage one, so we're going to have another fight after this. This episode is getting a little long, so I will put that one in the next episode.
Confirmed.
But let's focus on what we've got in front of us and clear out these chaps. So we need to figure out how to get brass moving enough to get the coil up. I don't think jumping does up the coil damage. No, it doesn't.
I'm on him.
Oh, that's a lot. Yeah, I need to get a Vindicator closer. That's too much damage. Though your leg is hurt.
Reporting.
We can at least now get Vulcan, Rover and the Vulcan over to actually
Attempting
hit them.
surgical attack.
Or not hit them at all.
Yep. Affirmative.
I mean, this is going to be a good chance to hit, but we're really running hot in the blackjack, so we're going to have to take all of the lasers off. Although he is very unsteady.
10-4.
So this should knock him over. There we go. Down he goes. We can bring the Vindicator up. We've got a free called shot on the downed guy. I mean, the leg would be a good one to go for, but I'd rather him be stood up for that though, but I don't think I'm going to get much of a choice. We have destroyed the leg, but that has just... I'm not going to get the bonus of an injury from it, unfortunately. He is limping, so he's at least not going to be able to get range. I've taken out some of his weaponry, so I think that one's probably neutered a little bit.
Confirmed. You got it.
You do a cold shot, but again, I've got no access to his other leg. Oh, and that's just completely whiffed the coil. That would have been good. We have knocked him over again, though. I mean, positive that he's down on his arse again. That isn't positive. Oh, Vindicator's taken a lot of damage. So I've got 2 mechs with structure damage. So that means I'm going to have to go into the next mission
Orders.
with a damaged mech. With a damaged mech, one of
Copy
them.
that.
It's probably going to have to be the Blackjack. The Blackjack is probably the better one to take into a mission as an ninja. Okay, so he's down.
Target down.
One more go. Yeah, the Blackjack's probably the better one to take in as an injured mech, because in theory, providing I can keep him at range, I can just snipe with him. We do just have the one more to go, though. Although, annoyingly,
I'm on it.
I can't do anything other than death from above him. Although, that has made him unsteady, so hopefully...
Yep. Order acknowledged.
Come on, be a good hit with the coil. Let's get a lot of good damage on him. We can cold shot the leg as well. Or we can just cold shot his torso. Oh, he killed his leg and his torso, so that's two injuries.
Reporting.
That is a great hit.
My flamer's empty.
Good job, Brass.
Confirmed.
You can bring the Blackjack up. You can do a free cold shot on the down mech. I mean, this now should be a nice little victory. We will see how the next half of this mission goes in the next episode. So I will thank you all for watching.
Copy that.
If you like this video, like and subscribe. Comment down below for anything else you'd like to see, other games. Any other mechs you'd like me to see me try and find and use. Hope you all have a good day, everybody, and I will catch you on the next one.
Reporting. Confirmed.
Orders. I'm there. target down.
Mission successful.